when we're comparing mitosis and meiosis, we're actually just going to draw out very simple mitosis and meiosis here. So in both cases, we start off with an actual cell that has 46 chromosomes. So if we do mitosis here and we do meiosis here, both cells start off with 46 chromosomes. Okay, and we'll actually draw that as 46 X's, and then we'll say 46 and we'll draw it like that. Okay, now, when mitosis divides, and that is all the cells in your body with the exception of which cell? Your reproductive cells. Excellent. So let's say I cut myself and my skin is slowly repairing. Okay, so my skin is going to undergo mitosis. Okay, so what's going to happen here is we know that in this X, side A is absolutely identical to side B in this case. So what ends up happening is you get a cellular division through prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and the end result here is two slightly smaller cells with 46 and 46, but they only have half of the DNA in the sense that the identical chromosomes split them into two to give a chromatid to each daughter cell. And later on in the S phase of that cell's interphase, it's going to copy the other side and give you 46 full chromosomes. Okay, so every cell in your body has 46 chromosomes. Meiosis, on the other hand, has to take a 46 chromosome cell and it has to cut that number of chromosomes in half because each gamete can only have half of the total sum of a cell. If humans have 46 chromosomes, well, you cannot have an egg with 46 and a sperm with 46. So the first step of mitosis is very different than the first step of meiosis. Meiosis sees a division, and it's going to see two daughter cells, but in this division, we go from 46 X's to only having 23 X's and 23 X's over here. So we've cut the number in half. We've gone from being a diploid full number chromosome cell to a haploid half number of chromosome cell because we're going to make gametes. But we're not done yet. Okay? In this stage up here, okay, this guy is not always identical to this guy when they form up, right? Because we know that synapsis, crossing over, and recombination occur so that you might have a different segment here and you might have a different segment up here. This is where your genetic variation comes in. So we get another round of cellular division by each of these parent cells, and we get smaller cells, and this is going to give us 23 half of the X, 23 other half of the X, 23 half of the X, and 23 other half of the X. So if we look at the differences, there are two sets of divisions in meiosis, only one in mitosis. Mitosis is taking 46 chromosomes, identical chromosomes, and it's basically cutting the chromosome in half so that it can replicate its other mirror half later on. Your number, you end up with 46 chromosomes here. The end result of meiosis after two divisions is only having 23 chromatids. So we see that there's similarities and that there's divisions in both of them. You are dividing stuff in both of them. But in terms of what happens, these guys here are genetically identical to this guy, and these guys here are not genetically identical to the parent, but they're similar. Which is why if you have siblings, your siblings are not clones of you. Okay, they're not identical to you. They might look like you. They might have some mannerisms that are close to you, but that's about it.